G'day scrappers. My 3-monthly ritual of collecting e-waste from this industrial centre. Yeah, they've changed the cage, brought it forward, which is really good for me. Mixture of PCBs, good. Printer cartridges. Oh, a lot of cable here. And batteries, no doubt. Yeah. I don't always empty the batteries, but it's starting to get a bit in there, so I might take it. All right, let's get this done. And so I try and bring a tub if I've got one empty. So I put all the smalls in there, so it saves me time when I'm unloading the van. I just wheel out the tub using the ramps. Okay. Oh, there's a big one. That's huge. I like these real big ones. There's really a lot of copper buzz bars and the most giant piece of extruded aluminium you can imagine. So this is mostly industrial. I don't get much in the way of IT equipment. You know, I get the odd PC, the odd laptop. Got to get this heavy bugger out of here. All right, so these small bits all go in my tub. Yeah, so pickups are coming through, doing, you know, smaller pickups. I wasn't even going to put this one on video. I thought, oh, well, might as well. Since there's no staff or, you know, people in the way. It's a pretty big factory, this. Yeah, I just got to make my way through. There's that old laptop. Label printer. Quite a lot of printers today. Oh, this is huge. This is the best, or the biggest VPN, or VPN, whatever it's called. This is about the biggest ones they get. Luckily it's up high, so I can kind of slide it in. That's about as far as it goes. All right. Wow. Look at that. Those big fins. Huge. There you go. Considering the size and weight, that was a pretty good one. Oh yeah, there's a few PCs. Not as many small items, but they've obviously replaced all their printing stuff. So yeah, I not only bring the big tub, I bring a little tub for all the little loose bits, you know. Cable power supplies. Oh. That's what we want. Look at all this high-grade cable. Awesome. A lot of times, if they have a real lot, I'll drive into the electrical department. They'll have it on a pallet. But this time, oh, there's a TV. Oh. There we go. My sticker is starting to wear out. Next time I'll have to bring a fresh sticker. Yeah, a lot of cards, card printers and whatnot. It's beauty of this job is you're kind of left alone to do your thing and get out of there. Take your time, not in anyone's way. A lot of loose cable. All right. This I might get the PCs. Z420s. I actually picked up about 25. That's a Z440. That's actually a good modern one. Had a power supply removed. Can't go too high in this van because of the window. Oh, yeah. Actually, I can put the cable on top. So this is the good stuff. Strip that, you get good value out of it. Actually, I've built up a lot of this cable, so I've got to get to my stripper in the garage and start getting the copper out. All right. Yeah, a few PCs actually. Quite good. Yeah, it's about 10 PCs or what? Okay, that's the cage done. There you go. All right. This is just mixed PCBs. Big garbage bag. Okay. All right. Toner cartridges. Free service, but toner cartridges should be a paid service because they're hard to dispose of for free. But I manage. They've got to stay in bags because for your personal health and safety, you don't want to be breathing in toner in your van. Oh. Okay. That's heavy. Good thing they're on wheels, except for the crush rock. Okay. All right. Tangled. Can I lift it? Oh yeah. Tip it. There we go. And batteries, still not enough. If there's lead acid batteries in there, heavy ones, I take them out. So we're done. Nice and easy. Decent load, great cable, a lot of cable there. Yeah, at least 10 PCs. So that's a bonus. Not as much industrial stuff, except for that huge VSP, whatever it's called. All right, got to head back and start unloading this. Okay, well, I'm back from that, and I thought I'd pull out this giant VSD and variable speed drive, and yeah, just check it out quickly, just to give you an idea. This is about the longest VSD that I get from this place. It's a little bit different, quite a lot different than some of them. I can just tell by the bus bars here that they're not as highly intense as some of them I get. But I've started to undo it, so let me remove the top. Just a big piece of plastic. Yeah, there you go. All right, so as you can see, it's got a bit of a network of bus bars, and there's one big plate. So these are all tin plated copper. So nice. And yeah, and then it's pretty much the large extruded aluminium heatsink. They're huge, and yeah, so they're all right. And I get, you know, like a third of the size of this. This is like over 3 foot tall or long. So I get a lot, like a third of the size, which are really good, chunky heat sinks. And then I get a lot of, there's smaller things that I get, they kind of sit on the top. So a VSD is a variable speed drive. So that's your copper. These ones are actually good, nice and chunky piece of copper. Got to remove that. That's just, I'm pretty sure it's just steel. Yeah, it's not totally magnetic. You might get away with putting this into, yeah, it's not really stainless steel. I just put them into steel. And the only thing with these bus bars is you got this little riser here. You got to pop these out. I put a piece of a bar in there from a printer, and I pop them out, and then I get nice clean copper bus bars. They add up, I tell you. And so like this one, nice and clean. It doesn't have any risers. Straight to number 2 copper. You know, that's a nice chunky piece. So it adds up, yeah, like I was saying, you know, can get $100 easy value out of this. So I wouldn't mind, you know, when I'm doing pickups, I wouldn't mind picking up like 15 or 20 of these at a time. Look at that. So it's just one riser I've got to pop out. But yeah, it was a very different pickup than normal. A lot more PCs, so they obviously had an update of PCs. And in the next few months, up until this year, there will be a lot of old school PCs like Windows 10, because they're obsolete from about October. So you'll find that a lot of businesses are upgrading their PCs. They're a really chunky piece here. Couple of them, nice. Certainly add weight really quickly, you know. Look at that, beautiful. And that plate would probably be worth 30-40 bucks on its own. We'll get to it. That's a good one. Nice. Lots of pieces. I might weigh them up at the end and see roughly how much copper we get out of it, and the actual heat sink. Alright, they just keep coming. Alright. Couple of low grade boards, clean up a bit of the wire, and yeah, just low grade. These things here are quite popular with electronics kind of guys that make things, build things, but I don't get many of them coming around anymore. Okay, I've got a series of risers. I want to get rid of them, and a couple of nuts. Just got a text message, so I better go and check that. Okay, so I've undone the main risers, which were all brass actually, so they were good. These ones are just steel, but the big ones were brass. And that is a double layer of bit of plastic in the middle, but that is really nice, heavy, and this one's even heavier, and so just got some risers got to remove, but that's about 60 something bucks worth of copper right there. Probably probably 80 bucks worth of copper. We'll weigh it up anyway. And these are kind of, you know, irony brass, if you like. You can throw these into irony brass or irony copper. Probably prefer irony brass. Nice big ones. So here's the base of our extruded aluminium. It's probably more going to go as cast than extruded, to be honest. Got a fan here. Try and get that out. Just you can always take out the motors, put them in motors, or throw the whole thing in scrap steel. Wire. Alright, so I just got to get a different socket to get these plastic risers off, but there we have it. Now the other side will have the capacitors that have already dropped through because I've undone them from here, and these capacitors could probably go in as irony alley. Yeah, throw them in as irony alley if you like, or dirty aluminium if you like, aluminum, whatever you want to call them. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So I'll just turn around, give you another look at this extruded piece, but we're just about done. Actually, we've got some nice, see how it's kind of bent? So it's not square, flush. So this doesn't go as extruded. This is actually domestic aluminium. It's actually just a piece of aluminium that is being bent over, as opposed to running through an extrusion process. So you can usually tell that when it's a curved join rather than a square join. If it was square, it would be definitely extruded, but it's not. But still, it's two nice pieces of, you know, you could almost get away with it being extruded. If you had a lot of extruded aluminium and you threw them in, you'd probably get away with it anyway. So yeah, all I got to do is get rid of these plastic bits, but I just got to get a different type of socket to fit into here, because there's 2 bolts on each side. So they're all my nice capacitors. Good value. I mean, even as irony aluminium or dirty aluminium, they're fine. But you could actually sell these. I just don't have the patience or time. Okay, so it looks like we've got a nice stainless steel sheet on top. There you go, straight stainless steel. Nice. And there we have it. So it's huge. It is extruded aluminium. Huge piece of extruded. Let me just weigh this up to give you an example. Yeah. So they're all different. Some of the big ones like this are a lot more, even more chunkier than this. So they all vary, and they actually, some of them have a lot more bus bars than that, but it's still a decent amount. So I'll weigh that. Oh. Okay, so that piece of extruded aluminium weighs 24 kilos, so that's about 55 pounds. So that's a decent whack. you know, worth about 60 bucks here at my scrapyard, I think. Something like that, maybe a bit more. And I'll weigh up these bus bars. So taking into account there's some risers on the bus bars that need to be taken off, we've got 8 kilos. So what's that, about 18 pounds? Yeah, just keep on doing pickups and I just can't keep up with it actually. But still, and you know, there's still a whole heap. Well, what did I get? About 10 PCs out of this one laptop, and then a bunch of printers that I could sell as scrap e-waste, and then yeah, the industrial stuff. Actually got a lot of cable, and I got those 2 spools, you know, the 2 big pieces of cable that will be stripped, and you know, that'll probably be a couple $100 worth of copper in itself, you know, easy, maybe 3. So all good. So that was it. Oh, also the you know, whether you want to throw them into extruded or just throw them into domestic aluminium. Yeah, so they certainly add up, and yeah, I wish I got a lot more of them, but they make up for it by giving me that really good copper wire, and then, you know, a whole heap of just regular copper wire. But yeah, all good. Well, that was a little pickup. Thought I'd just throw that in. It's a Monday. Thought, oh well, you know, didn't do a video on the weekend. I'm still working on my garage and shed clean outs, so and just trying to keep up with everything that's going on here at the moment. And yeah, there is a lot of stuff that I'm, you know, a bit overwhelmed with. You know, I'm not really advertising, but the pickups still come. So well, there you go. All right guys, just a quick one. Hope that was a bit of fun, and yeah, I'll catch you real soon.